Ada for choosing my roommate's business over a big family reunion after how my family acted? Auntie A, she's playing games and will drop as soon as she causes enough trouble. Might want to notify daycare, babysitters, schools wherever she goes that the birth mother does not have custody and has no visitation, so she can't show up there and take your daughter. Auntie A. Your child is not a prop that your ex gets to use to exert control over your life. If she didn't want another woman to raise her child, then she should have stepped up to begin with. She voluntarily signed away her rights, and she has to live with that now. This woman sounds too selfish to raise a child, and I wouldn't let my daughter anywhere near her. Two fundamentally incompatible people trying to live together and get married will not work. You're not going to get your wish here. She's not going to give up the cats and she won't stick them outside for you. You are going to grow resentful with every passing day and this will affect your entire relationship. It would be best to part ways now so that you two can find people who are much more compatible. I don't know, I would have just covered my tattoos. And I have a lot. Not showing them the first time you meet doesn't mean not showing them forever. Auntie A, but, you're being rigid and short-sighted. Except for your spouse you don't get to pick your family. Perhaps he wants his grandparents to get to know you without their prejudice getting in the way. You're setting it up as a no-win for him and he is simply trying to give you the best chance to impress his family without their bias. Show up a few times, they like you and then move on. It's not hard but you're making it so he can't have any middle ground. Auntie A. Sister clearly is emotionally deficit however. Asking for help to keep the bills paid is so much more different than cleaning up the fucking yard. The fact that she just did it without consent is just on a whole other level of wicked emo. It's not her business to be posting about. While I was on maternity leave my husband once asked me what I do all day. The next day I left him with the baby and was gone for 8 hours. He never asked me that again. Auntie A, unfortunately the shift after a baby is born is a very common dynamic. He slipped into outdated gender roles. Personally, I found a counselor who helped us get back on track to a more equitable system. It took us a lot of trial and error to figure out what worked for us. If you continue to take on all chores, just know it will get harder as your kid gets older. Better to divvy that up now as well as childcare. Auntie A, take the watch back and give your sister a $500 gift certificate and an apology for not honoring the code and doing the same for her. Then, end any discussion about it further. Your BIL is being a total A, and now your sister is following suit. You are not a bank. Return the watch. Give her a $200 gift card. Tell her, a vacation at this time is a financially poor decision, and you have no inclination to make another bad decision where you may need help and cannot count on family. This trip is not something that you budgeted for, it was sprung on you at the last minute, without even asking if it was feasible for you, and you have prior commitments.